Oh my God. We weren't live on YouTube this whole time. It's all good. Okay. So, guys, so one of the first things that I talk about when it comes to this specific thing, right? I want you guys to focus on, especially if, again, this is if you're brand new, but if you're not and you have experience, you still should at least have some kind of idea when it comes to this stuff. And I'm sure you do if you have the experience. But ideally, with $1,000 account, it's really difficult, right? Ideally, you always want to stay under this 10% mark. Okay, always. For every single trade, you should never go above this mark. Even then, this is on the high risk side, right? Ideally, you want your initial entries to be between 1 and 5%. Initial entries always between 1 and 5%. Initial entries, meaning you scale into your trades, right? Now, with $1,000 account, it's not easy to buy $50 contracts and expect to have success every time. Cheap contracts with options are cheap for a reason. Option sellers want you to buy those shitty contracts so that they can make money off of it and buy it back even cheaper than the cheap contract that already is. Hopefully this is making sense. So with a $1,000 account, it's really difficult. You can go to this $200 mark, but you need to have a tight stop loss, and you pretty much need to get a almost near perfect entry so that you don't get any big drawdown, right? If you lose $100 on a $1,000 account, this is a 50% loss. But if you enter a $200 contract, which is a pretty good contract, likely, at least decent, near the money or at the money, then you can take a tight stop loss. Maybe you buy a $200 contract and you can stop out at 175. That's a relatively decent loss, right? Only 25 bucks. Stop out there, or, consider at least, reassessing your position, right? Don't just hope, right? Have some levels behind your trades, always. Now, I do have a video on options beginner guide that I send often as well. I could share that as well. And I'll do that. That's fine. Oh, nice, S Little. Beautiful. I knew you were on vacation. I just knew it. What's up, Ash? Thanks for joining. Hey, Be Happy. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining. Be Happy, one of our top traders here. Thanks for joining. Trading Dad, what's going on, man? Mr. Cake, what's up? What's up, Cedric? I love that profile pic. Cedric. Hilarious. Yeah, so all right, so looking at ETH, I also liked what I saw when it came to it. Obviously had a massive move. Ethereum is extremely bullish right now, and there is a chance, a lot of people are talking about it seeing all-time highs after all-time highs after all-time highs, and it could have a massive rally, and it's looking a lot stronger than Bitcoin lately. So with that said, Ethereum, ETHA, sorry, is finally pulling back. This is an Ethereum ETF. It's like a tongue twister. So I like that it was pulling back. That's why I also was looking at the trade with Mount Horseman when he opened this trade and he started and I saw that he was down. I kind of took advantage. I said, "Ooh, I like that." It pulled back. And if you're looking at the 1 hour, this is the 921 EMA right here, and it just pretty much tested that yesterday and respected it. It actually broke above in the after hours, and now it's pulling back. Looks like in the pre-market. So hopefully this 3470 area kind of holds, but that's pretty tight. So we'll see what happens there. There is some support right here on the 15-minute too. This is the 200 SMA on the 15-minute. Ideally, I like to stay above. A couple days ago, earlier in the week, stay above this high right here. This is kind of where we broke out, if you could see. Right, we had a pump over here, and then this got rejected pretty fat. Let me turn off this. And then right here, we broke out above it. We back tested right here. Let me make sure that looks better. We back tested pretty much right here. Let me zoom in. Back test. This is a beautiful entry right here. Any back test to support, you're looking at a nice entry right there. Obviously, it's always going to be easier in hindsight. Always going to be easier in hindsight. But we saw a big move that day, and then it just was a continuation. So now we're pretty much backtesting this area. So that's why I kind of like this swing. I think that the chart is extremely, I mean, if you look at ETH, man, I mean, this thing is just, oops, ETH. I like to look at per futures. The heck? Why isn't it coming up? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I mean, this is just huge. Rounding bottom. 4350 is big support. If this happens to end up backtesting somewhere and kind of heading back down here, this is going to be a massive buy zone right here. All the way down to pretty much 4,000. This dip is going to be bought so big if it gets down here again. So watch for that, especially if we kind of end up pulling back down there. I think it would be welcomed, honestly. I prefer when something pulls back and you buy that support. So that's just me personally. I think that if this dips back, it'd be great. You don't like to ever feel like you're chasing. So that's why I'm not a fan of ETH all the way up here. I'd rather wait for a pullback. 5,000 is going to be the next big key level. But I like to also mark, again, guys, if you didn't know already, also, one membership gives you access to both servers. Okay, we have a entirely dedicated server just to crypto alone. So if you didn't know that, we have that crypto server. I'll send the link right there. One membership gives you access to both servers. So if you are interested in crypto at all, I mean, it's never too late, first of all. Even if you have you refused to accept that crypto was part of the market and you didn't want anything to do with it, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's here to stay. It's pretty clear. It is here to stay, right? So we have a server totally dedicated to crypto, and you guys can take a look at that server and use the search function to your advantage. Not saying that we don't talk about it here, because obviously there are many stocks at this point very relevant with crypto as well, like ETHA directly. So my suggestion is always going to be use the search function, use the search function, use the search function. I promise you'll see insight and analysis all over the channel, all over the server, I mean. Right, so anytime you're interested in any specific stock, before I even look at my own charts, I'm always searching first, and then I'll reply to somebody who's saying something about it. So this guys, you guys mentioned, oh, Aaron, you mentioned NBIS, right? NBIS, right? Let's take a look, right? So every single, whenever you search for a specific ticker, you have options flow that will come up time to time. This looks like we got 166K 70 strike for October. Looks like what, 75 strike, 248K. We have to look into those. This could be a multi-leg options trade, so you got to be careful just blindly following these trades. When you see these options flows, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. This was just a couple days ago. Did NBIS pull back? I remember seeing this trade. You got 10 minutes left till market open, guys. Make sure you're paying attention to your trades. Pre-market planning is so important, guys. You guys should be knowing what to do with your positions before the market opens. Sometimes you need to take profits immediately at the open. Sometimes it's your best bet. Oh yeah, so NBIS did pull back. Wow, this guy banked. Oh my god. Let me check when that was. 2:43 p.m. on Wednesday. Just curious. So on this, pretty much on this candle right here, somewhere on this candle right here, some guy bought 65 puts at 32 cents. Those are worth now. I'm just curious. 65 puts? Probably not worth much. Yeah, that didn't really go anywhere. Went to 45 only. Yeah, Theta got burned on that one, so I don't know what that was, a multi-leg volume, so maybe they had a long position as well. So yeah, pretty irrelevant. Let's see. Okay, looks like a fly is a pretty solid trader. I follow him as well. He has some really good insight and analysis on the server, and he's saying can't see 58 over the next week or so. He's saying rejected this top trend line right here. He's saying that it can go back to these. Looks like near the 5 EMA, 9 EMA. 55. So pretty much where these lines are. Let me take a look at what he's seeing there. That is the daily chart. It doesn't show, but I think that is the daily chart. Am I going crazy? Yeah, it's not showing. So let's take a look. Can't. I remember drawing this myself, and then we got this huge move, and I missed the whole thing. This was earnings, so tough to calculate that. But I did like the setup at the time. So what he's saying is maybe that's on a lower time frame. What is he looking at? Oh, I didn't scroll down, man. Sorry, guys. My bad. Not be happy. Thanking Universe for being part of this group. Hey, thanks, man. Be happy. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate your insight always as well with SPY and SPX levels and all that, man. You do a great job, man. GLD and Baba. Yeah, so Baba, we have this trade plan, man, from last week. Really good. I'll go back to NBIS, but really quickly. First of all, again, I search every single ticker first before I even look into this. But JTW had a trade plan on this a few days ago, and we're pretty much back tested. We're right back at these levels again. So we're looking at calls, and I said today, actually, this is going to be on watch for me today to day trade possibly. But even then, I'm still looking for a more long-term play. We got some really good support here at 120. This is on the 1 hour. The 200 and the 333 SMA confluence usually is a really strong sign for big-time support. So if this gets rejected and we lose 120, this can flush pretty badly. But similar, if this kind of backtests 120 again, I like to take my chances to the upside again. I mean, it keeps bouncing off this area as well, even though it's kind of been zigzagging back and forth. I know, be happy. Actually, I followed your October 350, no, 150 calls, I think, for October. I remember following you actually when you were down on that trade, and I ended up making a little bit of money on that. Well, not making a little bit. It was like 60%, so it was nice. But I kind of bought lower than you. So I remember you stopped out and I kind of held that day and then it started to pump upwards. That's just the way of the market, man. And then all of a sudden it just died again. So I just think it's providing another opportunity. This actually looks like it's setting up for a nice move to the upside again. It's just that there's a lot of geopolitical tensions going on right now with China. A lot of the tariff situation, the NVIDIA chips, and all this crap is going on that it seems to be affecting at least this stock. But I would like to think that there's been more buying as of late than selling, than heavy selling. So with that said, either way, I mean, screw the political tension or any of that crap. The technical analysis is telling us we have big support here on the 1 hour, and if we can break this 121.50 on the 15-minute chart, I'm going to look into this for longs today. I would not be shocked if we see some big opening candle either way to either side, and if we go down, I'm likely going to be buying the dip there. And if we break back above this 121.50, I'll also be buying the dip. We'll probably be buying to the upside. 121.50 happens to be also, again, another thing I like to look at. I mean, when you guys find multiple things that kind of make more sense to add to your bias to the trade, it also helps tremendously. Right here, we got the this red line right here, green red line is the 921 EMA combo, which is 121.48, which all coincides, happens to be just at the level of the call entry. So again, just another thing where it's just like, okay, all the signs are pointing towards calls at that point. So, again, I'll be looking for calls if we dump down here, and if we break above that 121.50, looks good for another re-entry, and hopefully we get a big move to test up here. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Baba, man. Baba, I'm very, very relevant to these levels right now. So yeah. And oh yeah, good point. Alchemy, thanks for mentioning that. So if you are day trading, you got to make sure that you guys are very familiar. If you're day trading by any means, taking SPY, QQQ, any of these trades, you have to know that there's data coming today. Right? We have consumer sentiment. Yes, it's preliminary numbers, blah, 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 whatever, preliminary or not, it still has some kind of movement or action on the market. Business inventories, I have no clue what this is going to do. So that's just more data and potential for some kind of movement. I don't know what this does, or if this is a nothing burger. I'm not really sure. But I do know that this consumer sentiment happens to be on Fridays every time we live stream. It seems at least twice a month or something. They do preliminary and then they do the final. So whenever we have that, give me a second, guys. One second. Oh man, guys, I gotta step away from the desk for a second. I got something came up, so I'm gonna leave SPY up over here. And my suggestion to you, especially if you're day trading SPY, what I was going to say is I do not take any trades before 10 a.m. I do not take any trades before 10 a.m. If anything, I'm closing trades before 10 a.m. That's about it. So I try my best not to touch SPY until then. JTW posts his SPY plan in the Elite XTrades chat. It probably is posted already. Let me check. If it isn't, it probably will be. It's not posted yet, but it will be probably in a minute or two. Once that gets posted, what we do is basically copy paste it into this live stream channel. And then I start to mark the levels on the SPY plan, and then we pretty much trade the SPY plan and show you guys how that works. But all right, guys, I have to step out. Give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Back faster than I thought, actually. Thought that would take way longer, so my apologies. All right, so let's take a look at the SPY plan. Should be posted. Here we go. Like clockwork, JTW is a monster, guys. If you guys are not familiar, again, we have so many top traders here that you might be overwhelmed initially, right? But I do have a list that I could share that basically has the top traders that you can feel comfortable following on our app. Again, huge benefit to the server is the fact that on the app, is that you can follow specific traders based on your preferences. If you don't like their trades, you don't have to follow them, guys, right? You have the capability to make a sound decision as to who you want to follow and who you don't, right? All right, so let's mark the SPY plan levels now. So if you guys are not familiar, this is what you see here. These levels right here, which I'm about to use right now, is called the Trade Plan Navigator. Every single XTrades member has if you guys have TradingView, you have possibility to use this indicator, right? Every single XTrades member, guys. We just need your TradingView username, and we'll hook you up. DM me though. You guys got to DM me your usernames. All right, so we're gonna enter this 648.72, 650.09, 651.52, and again, I'm getting these levels from the Discord. PT3 is 6. No, wait, I messed one up. Call entry is 646.94. My bad. 646.94. This one is 650.09. This is 648.72. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for joining, brother. We're looking at SPY, seeing if we trade to the upside, downside, man. PT3, 651.52. And again, we do have consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. So it's just something to note as well. 645.26 is the stop loss. Put entry, we're looking at 644.10. And guys, if you don't trade options at all, I know this might seem like gibberish to you, but it is a good thing to just learn options. There is a huge benefit to stock trading, to options trading as a stock trader. You can take advantage of selling covered calls. You can make passive income just by doing that, guys. There is a benefit to just not, of just knowing options trading. 645.26 is the shared stop loss average down, actually. That's 645.26. Okay, I think we're good. So now let me save this indicator template. And I'm also going to, yes, I want to overwrite. I'm going to set my alerts to come in every 5 minutes above or below any of these levels. I'm going to get an alert on TradingView. And that's how it's done. So I know it's a few steps, but we do have a video guide as to how to use it as well for those interested. And this is free, by the way, guys. Free indicator. All right, so let me zoom out here and let me take a look. All right, so on the 5 minute, we already show signs of support. Like, honestly, if I was degen enough, I would take calls right now. But I'm not going to do it. I know Brandon probably will, man. I know Brandon probably will take calls here. You bought Baba 130 calls? Okay. Yeah, bro, look at this. We're getting the breakout. So consumer sentiment is probably going to be less to do with China names at least. So I'm looking for a pullback here. I do not like buying opening candles, bro. I'm just not a fan of opening the first 15-minute candles. Definitely not. So I'm seeing some resistance right here on the 15-minute with Baba. So if this rejects right here, I think that it'll potentially pull back down, and then that'll be a nice entry right there. I'm looking at 120, 120. Or if we do end up breaking above this 15-minute here on Baba, then again, this is definitely on watch for me today, though. And for swings too. For swings too, yeah. I'm looking again, actually again at that October 17th 150 call. Was it? Let me take a look at what contract was it that I was talking about. Be happy. I think it was the 10/17 130 call, actually. Let me take a look. Yeah. I sold this for $8. Now it's at $5.65, which is a nice discount compared to literally just a couple days ago. It's crazy. Nice support here on SPY. Let me make sure my trade of 8 is up and running for my live data. I still haven't passed it. Yo, Brandon, I still have not passed this account, bro. I've been choppy the last couple days. I'm gonna take longs here though on futures.
Order filled.
Very risky on futures. Why didn't I hear my order filled? VIX is another name that I always watch, at least during the market. You'll see me in the main options chat pretty often just mention, you know, VIX. If VIX goes above 15, we're bearish. If VIX is below 15, we're staying bullish. I mean, it's pretty simple with VIX. Above or below specific levels, 15, 16, those whole numbers just happen to be big psych levels for VIX. UNH, you have 280 calls, bro? Nice. What's expiration?
Order filled.
What the heck? You're holding? Just take the profits, bro. Yeah, Brandon, bro. Good. Good. Don't mess around, bro. Even if it goes to 310, I mean, look, you got a what, 1,000%er into that? Beautiful trade, man. Nice trade, bro. I missed out. I admit I missed out. I missed out on the UNH gains, man. I actually took a huge loss. Well, not a huge loss. I took a loss on shorts. Oh my God, McDonald's, bro. I missed this re-entry on McDonald's. I was going to re-enter this. We had a trade plan on this, and man, you won't believe, man, these levels for these trade plans, bro, are ridiculous, guys. If you guys are not familiar, I mentioned this on every stream as well. JTW hosts a live stream every Tuesday and Thursday giving us these plans, guys, to the upside and downside, just like you saw with the SPY plan, the same exact thing. We get those multiple plans every week, guys. We get multiple plans every single week. What's up with Intel? Oh, yeah, Intel looks good, man. I only have one contract left. Let me take a look. I only have one contract left for INTC. $22 calls are up 400%, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm holding this. I mean, there's no point of not, to be honest. It doesn't expire today for me. I have time on this. Unless INTC does an offering, this is probably going to squeeze even more, to be honest. Let me see. Yeah, INTC needs to break. This was my next level on it, and I drew this literally probably like 6 months ago. I drew this line. This is what I was charting yesterday on INTC. As long as if it can break this 2540 spot, bro, we're already above the 920. The 333 SMA on the daily. If this even back tests right here to 2380, which it closed above yesterday, which I was surprised that it did, but sure did. And we're getting a bigger move now, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I can see this going further. Let me send the sexy gains for you guys. It's only one contract left though. I had 5 of these. Ugh. I definitely sold way too early. Here you go. Just holding. Let's see. Oh my God, bro. Baba's at 122. All right, we'll see if this provides a little pullback. It actually closed above that 333 SMA on the 15-minute, so I would not be shocked if this goes higher. I'm going to look into contracts for this. Let's take a look. I also want to look at Bob X. Bob X is a 2x leverage ETF for BABA, and I kind of like it here, to be honest. If BABA can just stick to holding 118, I actually do like that, and I'm gonna open a trade on that right now on shares. And just so you guys see it, right? BTO, BAB X at M starter swing. This is basically a safer play to play BABA. Than options. All right, perfect. This is the pullback I wanted, guys. I'm definitely looking into calls here on BABA. I'm looking at the 122 calls for today. Very high risk here, guys. Let me see. But I'm thinking of taking a shot here at 0.5. If we get filled there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take this trade, guys. Very high risk. So you are, make sure you're using a small size as you follow this if you wanted to. 122 call, 815. Again, this is super high risk. Again, we have some data later today. Risky DT. Point 5, 4, 5. Let's see where we're tapping here. So I'm looking to hold this 921 EMA combo right here on the 121.20. As long as it holds that, then we're okay. But 121 would be a hard stop, guys. If we lose 121, that's a hard stop. And I will revisit this today for sure. And if we pull back down to all the way down to 120, I'll definitely be swinging likely. But ideally, we want to get back above 120, 150. I just like the support. Even on the higher time frame, got some support here at 120, 120. Uh-oh, we're getting towards the put entry. Ooh, that was a nasty candle on SPY there. We're actually getting put entry signals here on SPY. But again, as hard as it is for me to look at this put entry, there's consumer sentiment coming, and this could just reverse or go further down right now. So I'm not willing to take that chance. I think consumer sentiment would be less affected by BABA, so that's why I feel a little bit more comfortable with taking this trade versus SPY right now before that data comes out. All right, nice bounce here so far on BABA. Oh my god, dude, I forgot that I took longs on futures. Oh, wow. Dude, I got wrecked. Brandon, this is exactly what you want to avoid, bro. I forgot to set a stop loss. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh no, this isn't looking good, guys. Bro, I'm about to hit my this is my daily limit right here. If I stop loss here, I'm out. Totally. Oh man, I need a big bounce here on SPY, man. I need some good consumer sentiment data. Holy crap, man. I forgot to set my stops. Oh. Guys, perfect example of not being focused in the pre-market. And my that call distracted me too. Oh my god. Brandon, I'm glad you witnessed that, man. But this is actually why I have a daily stop limit. Like if I lose more than if I close out and I'm down 250, I'm out for the day. Like I don't go past that because I've lost more than that on futures very easily actually, and blew my account. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta stop myself. Still working on it, man. I'm still working on my degeneracy here. All right, Baba's holding up pretty nicely here. This is a perfect pullback that I wanted. Let's see INTC, bro. INTC, I'm not even thinking about day trading though. But VIX did get a spike. I am in VIX calls. This is not good though. I don't like that VIX spike. Unless VIX pulls down, SPY will go back up here. I'm kind of scared. Not gonna lie, because I'm already down 200 on this. Now I have to really manage this. Yeah, I gotta stop out here, bro. And I gotta stop out. If we get back up here, minimal loss, minimal loss. I don't know why I didn't hear my order filled. Let's go, Baba. I'm trying to get back
Stop
above
filled.
this 921,
Stop
this
filled.
200 SMA on the 5-minute. 122.08. Hopefully we can get there. Can see some upside here, and I'm actually really considering taking a swing, man, again on Baba. Depends what happens here at 10 a.m., man. But I'll be willing to risk an overnight, over the weekend swing on. Oh boy, I'm scared, guys. Is VIX getting above 15? Looks like it. Baba premiums are so bad right now. Monthly expiration. Today's monthly expiration, guys. OPEX. So you do see some weird price action pretty often. You do see some weird price action pretty often. Any questions, guys? Any questions on the server, on the app, anything specific that you wanted to go over? We can. Again, these are trades that I've specifically bookmarked. Let me refresh this now. We're teetering with this put entry on SPY. We never got confirmation to the downside so far. I'm going to take some risky longs here if we pull back down. Showing support. Hey Rajiv, thanks for joining. Welcome to XTrades. Welcome to XTrades. All right, so for you guys that are new here, let me recap the beginning of the stream. Basically, we have three alert channels, three main alert channels: Tier Pro, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Okay, so basically, this is our top traders, top analysts on the server, vetted by the community, not only because of their winning trades, but also because of their consistency with providing analysis, insight, updating trades for everyone, and pretty much they got here for a reason. So Tier Pro, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Tier 2 is basically our next tier of top traders on the server. So you will see trades on here. Like, for example, my own trades are in here. Theo, we have some really good traders in this area as well, man. So don't get me wrong. You know, you will see different types of traders, and everyone has different preferences, right? For example, let me give you an example. Like JP Mog. JP Mog is one of our top traders on the server for a long time. However, some of her contracts are pretty high risk and also pretty expensive. So if you have a, you know, maybe $5,000 account, you may want to avoid following her trades. These trades are pretty expensive for a 5K account, right? This is over 20% of your position on a day trade, right? So you gotta make sure that you are kind of intact with what's going on here. Oh, Baba's looking great, baby. Let's go. Let's see. We're up. We're turned red to green here on Baba calls, but only up 6%. Nothing crazy yet. We need to get back above this 122 spot. We're pretty even right now, pretty much. Aaron, I got you. So I'll DM you. I got your friend request. I'll send some resources that I send very often to initial beginner traders, especially those that are newer specifically to options. I'll share one right now that I was going to send you anyway, but I'll share it in the chat. It's basically options 101. Alexander is one of our top traders. One of the best things I think we have here is the fact that you know, there's so many solid traders, and we provide our own XTrades YouTube videos. Like, we don't just get them from outside and like try to look for sources from anywhere else. All of the videos that we send, like to different types of traders right here, like this options 101 is from Alexander. He's literally on the server. He's one of our top traders here. I'll actually tag him on this. I'll actually tag him right now. Right? Alexander's one of our top traders here. Yo, 007's in the building. What's up, bro? Yo, 007, you're going to be upset with me, man. I put in a long on futures before consumer sentiment. I took a risky long, and I did not set a stop loss. And now I'm down I'm down almost 300. Look at this candle, bro. Yeah, man, I know. It was stupid. It was stupid. Bad decision. Bad decision. I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning. What a horrible trade. Yeah. So now I'm kind of stuck in this position right now, and we'll see how I get out of this, man. I might have to stop out of this though. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what I did there, man. I just longed like early on and before any movement. I even had to go upstairs. Not focused. Bad trade. What do you got on watch, man? What do you got on watch? Yeah, I'll just pray a little. Oh, never mind. I'm done with this candle right here. Forget it. I'm done. Woo!
Order rejected.
Done, bro. Knew it. All right, closing at futures today with that mistake, man. Damn, that sucks. So that was the consumer sentiment move right there. Consumer sentiment just came out. I don't know what happened with it, but I just know that we got a red candle reaction, and now we could push either way. We'll see what happens here. So far, that got defended. Looks like buys came in there. That actually went up pretty quickly there. So Aaron, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. First thing is, you know, I'll share a bunch of resources with you via DM. And that goes for anybody brand new. My DMs are always open. I talk to a lot of different traders, whether they're experienced or not. We are a place where you can hopefully find a home here as far as the Discord community goes. We have a lot to offer, but the guidance is a must. If you don't get the guidance and you're just guessing and just blindly following trades, guys, you're going to have a hard time. So, so Rajiv, I appreciate you coming out, and make sure, you know, hopefully you're paying attention. And this is getting recorded on our YouTube. So if you do not follow or subscribe to the XTrades YouTube, make sure you do. Let me send that right now. Totally free, guys. YouTube is free. Right, so we have thousands, not even exaggerating, thousands of videos. Hundreds of videos on here, where something is probably going to be helpful to you. And I can send you specific ones. Obviously, it depends on, you know, what you want to learn, or what you know, if you have some trouble with technical analysis, things like that. What's up? What do we got? What do we got? 50% on what? On the Baba calls? Oh, let's go. Why is BTBT earnings call right now? Yeah, I'm up 15%. How the hell are you up 50%? Oh, you bought at the opening candle? Baba's looking good. Up 20% here so far. This is big resistance right here. 122.05. 122.05. So far, looks like we broke above but got rejected. Hopefully, we can break back above right now. We're going to sell these at 75, man, if we get there. I did see it went up to 71 at one point, but I didn't get that entry. Which strike? What strike are you in? I have the 122 calls for today. I don't see them getting past. 71 was the high today so far that I see. But I don't think we were in that trade at that time, were we? Did I miss that trade? Did I miss that sell, bro? I think that's when I got my entry. Yeah, this is still looking pretty good here. What's up with INTC? Looks like a lot of profit taking, but man, this stock has so many. Yo, 007, what do you think about INTC, man? The government wants this to succeed so bad. INTC, it honestly looks like a lot of profit taking here at the open, but there are so many bag holders on this name that, and there's monthly expiration today. This is going to be a pretty interesting stock today, man. I just wouldn't be shocked if it just keeps going, because there's so many bag holders. Who the hell wants to sell now? After that, and then Trump wants to pump it. Of course, it took a Trump pump. Yeah, UNH, actually, yeah, good point. UNH has also tons of bag holders right now. And now Buffett buying could bring more buying, so that's usually what happens, man. It's crazy how he affects the market that much. He affects it more than J-Pow, if you really think about it. It seems like it, at least. Let's go back to what were we looking at? Oh, MBIS we were looking at, right? MBIS, pretty strong candle out the gate. Let me look at the market. Let's go about the scene, guys. Baba's looking pretty good here still, 121.90. Let's see. Wow, actually really ugly day for semis today. Except INTC, the leader. You don't see that every day. Yeah, this is actually pretty alarming. When semis are red, bro, the rest of the market leads with red, in my opinion. If we squeeze another 10, this thing would go. Let's see, let's see. Dips being bought, it looks like, so far. Dips being bought. This 232 spot is huge for Amazon. Look at that opening candle. Sus. But this is above this bull ribbon here on the 15 minute. Let me see. I'm actually surprised, man. SPY looks pretty ugly, but it kind of looks like the market wants to reverse. Apple, we got this 200 SMA on the 15 minute holding up here. Amazon, Microsoft, all this stuff looks like it could still be bought up right now. So I wouldn't be shocked if we start to go long here, man. Yeah, exactly, Gardula, yeah. Aaron, don't listen to Brandon too much. He gets a little crazy on Fridays. Be careful. Brandon, if he just alerts his trades, man, on the app, you'd be good, man. I guarantee you get promoted, bro. You probably get paid here. Guys, anybody has the capability. Friendly reminder, anybody has the capability to get paid by XTrades, literally. We internally promote traders all the time. So we encourage, if you have the experience, use our app to post your own trades. Anybody can post their own trades. Oh, 007. Yo, you didn't say anything, man. Thought we were on the same team. At 007 went long, 232.50 calls at 83. Yo, man. This guy didn't say nothing, man. Thought we were boys. Let me check. How behind am I, man? Baba's really being really choppy right now. We still are below 122. I don't like that. Amazon, let's see. What was that? 232.50 calls? All right, man. I'm gonna give it a shot with you. Oh man, Baba put in an ugly candle there. We got to stay above 121.50, or this could get uglier. Yeah, this is a good back test for Baba specifically, and I do like that things are starting to move higher here. Let's see. Honestly, this is like setting up for a short, man. Baba needs to hold here, or this trade could be dead. Tesla 335 calls? Let me look at Tesla, bro. I actually like Tesla for a swing trade. I actually like Tesla for a swing trade, guys. More than a day trade. Let me see. I just really don't like that semis are so red today, bro. This is so bearish. Oh, Baba's losing it. Baba's losing it. Baba, I'm going to set a stop loss at 25, guys. I'm not going to average down here. Lost 121.50 where we originally wanted. Nasty candle there. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I'm losing hope in bulls right now, to be honest. I'm probably gonna take this put entry right here. If we get down below 644.10, I'm looking to take puts. I'm flipping bearish, guys. On SPY at least. Until then, this is really just choppy waters, man. But there's some strong resistance right here at 645 so far. I really hate that semis are red though. That's making me bearish. This is disgusting actually. Nvidia down 1%. Again, very choppy action because of OPEX, likely. We got a lot of data today. Microsoft putting in a nice candle though. Let me zoom to the 5. Hold on, guys. Why don't I see? Wow, Google. Okay, Google is giving some hope. And Microsoft too. Apple sucks. Nvidia looks pretty choppy, but that was disgusting opening candle, and its SOXL being 5% down is pretty concerning. Google is pretty relatively strong right now, and so is Microsoft. Google and Microsoft new high on day. Yeah, I got stopped out, guys, on Baba. Took the L on that one. Sorry, guys. On the day trade, at least. I will look to swing this, though. I will look to swing Baba long term. Not long term, more like midterm, 6 months out, probably. INTC still looks great. How's IWM doing? IWM, ugly day. double bottom on the 5 minute. Let me take a look at this here. Yeah, if dip buyers don't show up now, guys, I'm so bearish. Nvidia's starting to pull up here. Yo, Gardul, man, I missed it, bro. I missed Wolf. I was actually long on cores. And now it's bullish today, looks like. Wolf, let me see. Yo, Wolf went insane. So this is the move that I was hoping for cores, which is basically a relatively known crypto miner getting into the AI data center space. And that's pretty much what happened here. Where is it? I mean, when any Mag 7 touches your stock, your small cap, bro, you're gonna run huge. You're gonna run huge. So this was the kind of deal that I was hoping for cores, and that's why I think it's gonna increase for names like APLD. There's a small cap that I have been mentioning time to time is Poet, Poet. Somebody check that one out, man. I'm very curious on that one. It's a really small cap, but it's in the space, and I could see it getting either acquired or having some kind of deal in the future. It's kind of my next APLD. Very speculative. Wow, Google to take an 8% stake. I mean, that's huge. I'm telling you, when any Mag 7 touches your small cap stock, the thing's gonna run no matter what. It's huge news. And that's huge news for the data center space, in my opinion. It's a little misleading. Why is that? Google is backing with 1.8 billion in guarantees. Just landed an import with Fluid Stack. The company inked 2 10-year agreements with Fluid Stack. Wow. In New York too. Look at that. Wow, they're only founded 4 years ago? That's insane, actually. Wow. Nice, bro. Gardul, beast. Getting rejections everywhere here. Actually, Google looks freaking strong as hell. Hasn't slowed down, really, today. Tesla didn't pull back, man. Testing low on day. Nvidia is kind of recovering, but needs to get above this VWAP here, I think. And VIX is kind of holding up here. I think it's going to test 15, guys. Looking into puts here. Let me see. Hey, Serginho, what's up, brother? How do you average down on the web? So you need to initially mention that you're going to add to the position before you enter. If you go to the questions channel, there's a pinned message there that explains all of that. Give me a second, bro. I'll send you the link if you can't find it. But let me know if you do. It's pinned in the questions channel. Pinned in the questions channel. That's a common question. Give me a second, guys. Just checking options chain. Preparing for puts here. I know we don't like puts, guys. I know we don't like puts. But I am following the plan. That's all. All right, so I'm looking at the... So basically we're looking at if this next candle closes below 644.10, which it looks like it might. We're going to see what this next candle does here. We're looking at a put entry. 007, you don't believe in the crypto miners, bro? Wasn't Wolf a company that reported losses and was trading at $2? Yeah, I think they actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did a reverse split a while back. Did they? Gardul, you know for sure. Did they reverse split? Oh, no reverse split. I feel like I remember seeing at least the name or it being discussed that they would reverse split eventually, but I don't think it ever happened. Did they get low enough? Oh no, that must have been a long time ago then. They were a penny in 2023. I guess no splits. Scam crypto company. NBIS looks pretty strong today. Aaron. This pullback, looks like it's being defended by this 921 EMA 66. I would love for this to pull back to 58, man. I would love for it to pull back down here. I'm sorry if you're long. All right, so if this candle closes below, we're looking at puts here, guys. That's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna get 644 puts at $1. That's my level here. If it can get there. Which I don't think it will. I think I'm gonna have to get a lower fill here at a starter entry at 108. $110. Yeah, I got filled 108. All right, so I'm gonna alert another trade here, guys. Here we go. So BTO SPY 644 put 815 at M. It should be around 108. Oh, am I up already? Yep. I hate when that happens. I'm just gonna put that I got filled at 108. It's probably gonna correct me, but that's okay. Risky day trade SPY plan. I have a second order for $1 if it gets there. And again, we're just following the SPY plan, guys. Pretty straightforward. Again, just for reference, the put entry was 644.10. We got a confirmation break below that level, and now we are in the middle of the SPY plan. So the stop loss or average down would be the 645.26 if we get there. That'd be a pretty big loss if we were to get up there, but we'll see what happens here. All right, we're breaking back above here. This would be a spot for a re-entry. I got filled again. Bro, I told you my stop loss, Baba. Why? What's up with PDD? PDD's pumping? Oh my god. Why is this up 3%? Wow. Bro, you always tell me about PDD. What happened? Yeah, I haven't charted this in a while. I just know that once it on a higher time frame, if this can break above here 120, PDD looks pretty damn good, man. Above 120 though. Baba, I might look into my swing trade though here. Why is SPY doing this to me though? INTC looks like it wants 25. You always ignore it. Oh man, no, definitely not. I'm just more familiar with Baba, bro. I don't trade PDD that much. I don't like their if I recall, their spreads were pretty large when I traded it a long time ago. I just never looked back at it much. As far as the contracts go. Well, it's been a while. I feel like I remember trading when it was like around 80. Like this area somewhere. I don't think I've touched it in a while though. Oh no, that was 2 years ago. No, yeah, somewhere around here. It was earlier this year. I haven't touched that since then. Yeah, wild, bro. Let's see. Nvidia pulled back. Tesla pulled back. Google finally giving up something here. But yet SPY is pushing. This is hilarious. Any questions, guys? Any questions on the server, on the app, etc., etc.? Oh, Serginio, nice, man. Gardul, thanks, brother. Appreciate you. When PDD moves, it moves like his Tesla. Oh my god, bro. But it must be some news though, right? What's going on here? US rate cut hopes. I'm still long JD. I like JD's chart also. PDD, I'm bullish, man, above 120. Very clearly. JD all of a sudden went from bullish, looking uber bullish, to now not good. me check China, bro. Oops. Neo is up 6%. What the hell? Okay, Baba's pulling back up. Yeah, man, I think I want to take a swing trade on Baba here. I wonder what the news is. This thing looks strong as hell. Aaron, no, don't say it that way. It's not a bad thing, believe me, but there is a benefit to options, including selling covered calls. That is a form of passive income. There's a video on the that I'll share with you. I'll share with you. There's a video lesson that we have on it, on how it works and everything, and it's a huge benefit. You could sell covered calls and make passive income on your long-term holds, and you can profit from the contract premiums. NVIDIA pulling back down. These puts are relatively break even right now. We're looking for a big flush right below 633, 643.20 would be a big flush below. This support right here on the 15-minute has been holding this up this whole time. You got it, Aaron. You're in the right place. Welcome, welcome. Again, guys, no one really supports their members one-on-one like we do. I try my best to play a role in that. So my DMs are always open, like I said. And I say this on every live stream, like, guys, really how we improve all together is just continuously learning. But if you're following trades blindly and just hoping for the best without any learning at all, yeah, you probably will be humbled by the market, and it gets ugly fast. It gets ugly really fast. Oh my God, man. I should have kept my... I had SMCI puts that I got taken out yesterday. Oh my God. Should have kept them. It looks like SPY doesn't want to give up. SPY keeps holding this area. I can't believe freaking Baba pulled all the way back up now. Yeah, I'm going to look into swinging Baba calls. I'm still bullish on it. Let me see. Take a look here at the chain. Brandon, man, you were in too many trades, bro. To be fair, you gotta get you're all over the place, bro. You're scaring our new members. Not everyone is like Brandon, Aaron. I'm still long K-Web in a form of longing PDD for you, bro. I'm still long K-Web. But I think I want Baba again. Baba's like, is the pain I love. Let me see. I'm gonna cut this crap. Cut this. The problem with swinging over the weekend with something like Baba is that over the weekend you could lose 3%. It's pretty high risk, honestly. But I like the support below, so that's why I'm kind of willing to take a chance here on Baba. Looking at the Baba 130 call again for October. Last time I swung this, got pretty much about 60%. Oh my god, bro. Lift. What the hell? What's up with lift? Yo, Brandon, look, man. I don't want to be. I don't want to be pessimist, but PDD needs to hold this area badly. Like I'm bullish on China names, man. I just think there's too much going on that for potential upside to China. There's more potential for upside than downside. Like zoom out on PDD, bro. Look at this. This is insane. But wow, Lyft. What is going on? Because I went long on Lyft. Their earnings wasn't that bad. 007. Did you look into their earnings by chance? I didn't think it was that bad, and it dumped pretty bad. And I kind of like this for leaps. I took leaps around here at 13, and I'm up 40% on March 2027 calls. $15 calls in the money already. I wasn't expecting a big move like this already. Oh, yes. A lot of realignment, huh? True. A SPY pulled back up, man. Again, SPY's getting defended really hard here by this 200 SMA. Looks like a lot of support. VIX is still hanging below, too. Rejected 15 again. Let's scope out the scene with the alerts, guys. Let's see what's going on. Who's out there posting trades? So again, these are all the traders on the server right now. These are traders that I'm specifically following, and I'm gonna toggle between open alerts only. And let me know what you guys prefer. You want me to filter out options, stocks? Let's scope out the scene here. Let's do stocks. I don't want to leave you guys that are just stock traders out, right? Aspen Trade is one of our top traders on the server as well, but you got to be careful again when you see things like this. Shorted. These are names that are probably overextended. You know, obviously they're looking like penny stocks, so you got to be careful when you take a trade like this. Don't just go long because you see somebody opened a trade. It doesn't always mean that they're buying. In this case, These 3 trades are all shorting right now. So this is, let me sort by result, open alerts only. And this is kind of where I scope out the scene, right? Let's see. Theo, he's down 16% on NOMD. Never heard of the stock, but he's down that much. I'll bookmark this trade. I'll just kind of take a look later. Rivian is one that I already bookmarked in the past, so I'm just kind of keeping track of that one. Slam is a solid trader, but he's down 16% on this one. Let's see. Hims, I don't trust at all, but I bookmarked this trade as well. Mobley, man, let me check how this one is looking. 14 again, got reclaimed. I'm gonna bookmark this trade. I did kind of like this chart long term. And again, when a top trader on the server like Alexander is down 10, 15%, especially on a stock trade, I'm probably going to have some incentive in getting into this trade and getting a better entry than him. So I could take advantage of this stuff. So Aaron, for somebody like you who trades mostly spot, stock trading, you could take advantage of this heavily. This is a good long-term, option. If let's say he stops out at 20%, let's say he just happens to get to down 20%, and you also want to stop out. You say, you know what? If he cut this trade, then I should probably cut it too. You would only lose 10%, but he would be down 20% because, again, you're getting a better entry than he is. So this is a massive, again, I say this on every live stream, guys. This is a huge cheat sheet for you to kind of make a sound decision and possibly get a better entry than a lot of really, really good traders. Theo, right? He's down 8% on this one. I like that he provided an update here. He pretty much is saying there's 30% upside, even though it's down 8% here. That means at this point now there's going to be more upside potential. But from that current price of 23.60, now it's down to 22, just under 22. So again, maybe you say, man, but like, why is he down on a couple trades here? Well, let's check his track record, right? You can click on anybody's profile and you can see their win rate and their history of trades. He got a 75% win rate, 4% return per trade. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that crazy? But it's calculated based on all his trades. So he says 466 options trades, 75% win rate, 14% return per trade. Only a 20% return per loss is pretty damn disciplined, honestly. So that's pretty solid right there. He's not taking huge losses on options trades. 90% on stock trades is on the heavier side, I guess. So you kind of got to be careful with those. It could have been when the app did in everyone's defense, really, the app did have some issues where some traders couldn't close trades briefly, maybe around for about a month in April. So that kind of messed with everybody's stats a little bit. So hopefully he didn't get too affected by that. But again, you have the ability to look at everyone's history of trades here. How's SPY looking? There we go. This is the flush I've been looking for, man. Here's the flush I've been waiting for. Dump it, baby. Still looking at BABA. I'm going to just check the options chain. I'll show you guys also how you can take advantage of our bot queries channel. Let's go. Flush it. Apple dumping. Microsoft dumping. Amazon can't kind of hold up. Google's pulling back. Tesla testing low on day again. I'm telling you, man, when these semis are all red, that is never a good sign for this market lately. If semis are green, everything tends to be on the greener side. Only seeing INTC being the only green. I gotta send a screenshot of this. This is just too funny, man. This is too funny. Oh man, I gotta send this in the chat, man. What a leader. Oh man. Let me go with the main options chat. Guys, I got about 15 minutes left. I can't stay past 11:30 today, Eastern time. This is hilarious. I just find it funny because INTC historically is always red and everything is green. Yeah, flush it. Flush it. Sorry, guys. I'm usually rooting for green, but in this case, I am very short right now. Yeah, if it wasn't for that. All right, so again, this helps you make sound decisions as to who you want to follow, just like on social media, right? You don't have to follow somebody that doesn't interest you, right? Just like here, you can make sound decisions. If I want to follow Theo, I can follow him right there. I can even get a push notification directly to my phone every single time he opens a trade. I can get notified for that, right? And so I have a whole list of top traders that I can send you. I have a whole list. I can send you the list. I'll send it via DM. Just friend request, DM me, and we'll go over that all together. God, I keep forgetting to let me just guys, give me a second. Let me send. This is a bug on this in the system here. I've been meaning to share this every time. All these trades should not be showing here. Oops. Oops. Yeah, guys, so this is really good to kind of scope out the scene. Same thing with options. Same thing with options. I'm toggling open alerts only. I'm only going to show the ones that are in the last month or so, right? So, oof, yeah, I got wrecked on Snap after earnings. I wasn't expecting that downside, but these are 2027 calls, so I'm okay with just kind of holding on and hoping for the best here. But again, this is another thing I like to kind of scope out the scene. Let me go to the traders that I'm following, right? So, and I'll start to bookmark some trades. I'll sort by result only here. For options, I'll go down to the ones that have more time left to it. So you can see the little number right here. If somebody's down on a specific trade, you can see how far down they are. Look at this. Didn't I just look at this the other day? Bro, this was down 50% the other day. And I told myself I was going to open this trade. Let me see. Disney. Wow, lift. It looks really strong. Yeah, Disney was just 112. Wow, he was down 500%. Sorry, 50% on that trade. Somewhere down here. I meant to follow it. Totally forgot. But that one is on big watch for me. I like Disney long. for the long term. Might go further than December though, possibly. But again, this is a 30% discount. You know, so you can kind of scope out the scene here. Again, a trader that I'm following, right? Mr. G-Mint. He's been beasting lately as well. A brand new trader, right? I am going to bookmark this trade just in case. And again, these are trades that I can kind of keep track. Looks like DJ Rios is bearish as hell. XLY, Apple, SPY puts. Wow. Let me bookmark this one. I'm just curious where this will go. Let's see what else. Be Happy. He opened these calls again. Actually, he opened the same swing again. I bookmarked this one. This is how I found his last trade. You know, again, this is a top trader on the server. I can follow his trade being down 10%. Which that's literally the contract I was looking at, was that 130 call. So let me take a look at on the Discord, right? On the Discord, what I'd like to do is this is funny. Pull up options flow in the bot queries channel. And I will do options activity for Baba. Right? Anybody, all members have access to this channel. All members have access to this channel. So what this shows me is call volume, put volume, and all the premium, and whether it's leaning bearish or bullish. I kind of ignore today's strike. Obviously, you don't. This is too noisy. Doesn't make any difference right now. So I'm looking more so towards these, like 829, much less call volume, but the premium is up there, almost double the put premium. So that is more on the bullish side for August 29th. Some of these you'll see kind of 50-50. The reason why is you usually see multi-leg options trading. Look at this bearish premium on October 17th. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. I just want to take a look at KWeb, which is the China Tech ETF. See what that looks like real quick. I'm already in a swing trade on KWeb. Much smaller premium. Somebody's selling puts here, I guess. Because this is leaning very bullish. The bullish premium is 375K to 57K, which is pretty bullish. Yeah, all this is leaning more towards the bull side on KWeb. So that's a pretty good sign for Baba as well. Let me look at the highest volume contracts for Baba. Again, all this comes into play. You can even get, guys, if you're brand new to charting and, you know, getting more familiar with just candlesticks and how that works, you can also get support and resistance levels from this. We'll do the daily chart. We'll see what comes up here. Just press enter. Still flushing, but nothing crazy. I mean, this is being held up still. I need a flush below 643.20. Now we're getting chopped away here. That's why futures is better than options. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the indicators here for this, I would like to have the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA. I can also pull up I can go back and I can include support resistance levels. Oh, take that away. Let me zoom into the candle length here. 1 hour. Yeah, here we go. So here we go. Support 121.10, support 3. So basically below 118.51 is nasty downside potential. This looks like where we are now, which is not accurate actually. What is PP? I'm gonna have to read. I don't know what this is. Maybe pivot point, possibly. R2 is resistance 125, so that would be probably a first target for long-term swings. Come on, SPY, just give it up. Apple, new law on day. Google's curling. Microsoft curled. Amazon is testing lows. Tesla still doesn't want to give it up either, it looks like. But I'm telling you, man, I kind of want to swing. I don't know. I'm stuck between Tesla swing or Baba swing, bro. What do you think? 007, man. Either one of those? Baba drives me nuts. Swinging Tesla over the weekend is crazy, though. All right, we're up 20% on SPY puts. If you followed the SPY put, this is a point where you should be either taking profit or scaling out, or at minimum, raise your stop loss to break even. I try to preach this as much as possible. You gotta, especially if you're day trading, you try to raise your stop loss so the loss is much more minimal in comparison. So that I'm gonna raise my stop just at $1 in case we pull back. So this protects, right? We lose some gains there. I'm gonna just set a take profit order as well, actually, at 130. Even though I think we're gonna flush below that. Let me just take a look. Yeah, I'll just take profit there, and I'm gonna set my stop back to break even, which is 107. Or 108. That's fine. Right, so if it pulls back, I didn't really lose anything. If we pull up down here, I think we do see that flush that we're looking for. Well, that I'm looking for. I don't know if anybody followed this trade. I'm really hesitant on Baba swing here. Kind of want to wait for confirmation, really. But let me keep checking the highest volume contracts here. Let's see. All right, yeah, these contracts tap 130. Let me see if it sold. Did it? No. The SPY doesn't want to give it up, man. All right, so let's take a look. We got open interest has increased on the 1017 130 call that we talked about, leaning pretty even between bullish or bearish. Let's see. So yeah, so there's more buying and selling on that 130 call, which is the one that we were looking at. Very interesting. That has the most volume in it. There's nothing in September. Actually, the 110 put is in September. And that looks like potential seller is leaning towards the bull side. So yeah, I'm gonna take the swing. I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna take the BABA 130 call for October. At 5:45. So let me alert that swing now. BTO BABA 130 call. 130 call. 1017 at M, and this is a starter swing. Stop loss below 118. If we go below that, I will cut this trade for sure. Yeah. Wow, my broker sold out. Let me see, did it get filled? Nope, didn't get filled. All right, guys, any last questions? Any last questions? I'll be happy to answer anything specific. Again, my big recommendation is always get yourself familiar with the server and the app before you just deep dive into following a bunch of trades. Before you deep dive into following a bunch of trades, get yourself familiar, get the guidance, and yeah, my DMs are always open. Like I said, anything ever comes up, just feel free to ask. And hopefully if you did take this SPY trade, hopefully you're taking profits. We're at 20% again here. I kind of want to take the stop loss off. This target price, I mean. Let me raise this up. I still think we're going to flush. All right, guys. With that said, hope everybody has a great weekend. And again, my DMs are always open. Let me check who is in here. I'll friend request you guys that are in the stream. Let me end